Hello, my name is Elsa, and in this video, I will be defining sociology, sociological imagination, and its importance, and also be focusing on the topic of gender. Sociology is the study of the interactions between different groups, whether big or small, in a society. And sociological imagination is the connection between oneself and their society. So it analyzes the behaviors of an individual in a specific society, and it tries to figure out why people act a certain way or why people believe a certain way. This is very important to sociologists because it helps them detect patterns on people's behavior, and it lets them make predictions as to which specific group is going to believe and act a certain way. For example, somebody in the United States will have different belief systems or different actions opposed to somebody else in a different country. The topic of gender refers to how society perceives a male or a female, defines their actions and how they should behave. So the first sociological concept that connected to this would be gender role. Gender role is what a male would be considered to be doing and what a female would consider to be doing. For example, in the US, it's very common for a man to be the one that is more tough or more masculine, while a female is more fragile or does less duties. There are four major agents of socialization regarding to the issue of gender. For example, there is family. Family is where we get our initial thoughts on gender. This is whenever babies begin to grow and they either get, if they're considered a boy, they will get blue clothes or they'll play with fire trucks because that is what family is putting more on them. If you are a girl or a female, you're going to get more of like Barbie dolls. And so education is the next major social agent. Education is whenever you're in school. Studies have shown that teachers tend to, in a way, favor boys. They either give them more opportunities or see more areas of growth for them. So they're kind of saying that belief system already in stone at a young age, and it kind of carries on with these students or these boys and girls since a very young age. Peer groups, which is a third agent of socialization, is whenever you kind of act how your peers expect you to act. For example, if you are a girl and you are wanting to play, for example, soccer, it's kind of looked down upon on your peers, if that makes sense, because they think, hey, you're a girl, you're not supposed to do that. And the last one, which is the mass media. Mass media is a huge one because this agent is all over. People are seeing it since little kids or at an older age. It's also given more opportunity. It's being given more opportunities for men than female. So it kind of puts that idea already that men are in a way superior to female. Social stratification and equality is another sociological concept regarding to the issue of gender. So for example, men and female have a huge pay gap, of course, favoring the men. They could be doing the exact same job. However, just because of their gender, a man would be getting paid more for the exact same duties. So you will also see in this chart that I will add that you can see the difference between the years that even though it is increasing, it's still a huge gap between the two. Again, just because of gender and what society considers to be more of a superior gender. Also with politics. In politics, throughout the years, it has slightly been increasing, but again, men, it's still nowhere near. There's still this huge gap only because of the topic of, or the issue of gender, which seems that the culture in the US kind of favors men. So overall, the term of gender does have a huge impact on society. It impacts what we believe, what we're showing the next generation that specific genders can or cannot do. So I truly believe that there is this sort of conflict perspective when it comes to genders. It's kind of like a battle, men versus women. So hopefully, with the years to come, this battle sort of declines, considers, or at least evens out the playing field, because it is very important to note that just because of one's gender should not determine how qualified they are to do a specific thing. So it was a very interesting topic to learn about because it really showed us how history has initiated this thought and how with the generations to come or the different practices that are now in place, it is getting better. So this kind of leaves some sort of hope for our future. So if you are still interested in learning more about the topic gender, I truly encourage you to do so because there are a lot of facts and a lot of opinions that go with this and show us, how can we make this topic better, or where are some areas where we can teach, our kids how we can place a different view on them whenever it comes to gender.